All right, let's do this, guys. You guys ready? Let me turn up the volume all the way. And here we go.
The Spider-Man Far From Home trailer is about to play, but if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame yet, stop watching because there's some serious spoilers about to come up.
Oh boy, so there you go. If you guys haven't seen Avengers Endgame yet, you might want to leave. But
But if you have seen Avengers Endgame, enjoy the trailer. Everywhere I go, I see his face. I just really miss him.
Yeah, I miss him too.
I don't think Tony would have done what he did if he didn't know that you were going to be here after he was gone.
You gonna be the next Iron Man now?
Well, no, I don't have time. I'm too busy doing your jobs. What? I'm kidding. Look, keep up the good work. Because I am going on vacation.
That was a very Spider-Man type of comment. Just very witty, kind of cocky almost. That was good.
Heads up, Nick Fury's calling you.
I don't really want to talk to Nick
Answer
Fury.
the phone.
Why?
Because if you don't talk to him, then I have to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. You sent Nick Fury to voicemail?
I gotta go.
You do not ghost Nick Fury.
What up, dorks? What's up? We're just talking about the trip.
I'm here in St. Marco Polo's. Oh,
I think MJ really likes me.
that reminds me when I first fell in love.
You're a very difficult person to contact, Spider-Man. This is Mr. Beck.
We could have used someone like you on my world.
Your world?
Beck is from Earth, just not ours. The snap to our hole in our dimension.
You're saying there's a multiverse?
We have a job to do. You're
Oh man, I still am not entirely happy about the idea of a multiverse. I don't know. That just complicates everything way too much. I think. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
coming with us.
There's gotta be someone else you can use. What about Thor?
Off-world.
Captain Marvel. Unavailable.
Okay, so that's cool how they mentioned Thor. I think that might be a good illusion that we'll see Thor returning. I mean, we've pretty much already had confirmation that he is returning. But I like that they mentioned Thor here because I think that kind of implies that he will indeed be returning sometime in the future. So that's awesome.
But I'm just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Bitch, please, you've been to space.
What do you want, Peter?
I want to go back on my trip with the girl who I really like and tell her how I feel. MJ, I
am Spider-Man.
No, of course I'm not.
I mean, it's kind of obvious.
You're right, you may not be ready, but this is my responsibility. Saving the world requires sacrifice. Sometimes people die.
Oh my God.
I just always feel like I'm putting my friends in danger. The world needs the next Iron Man.
You're going.
The world needs the next Iron Man. That's awesome. I'm glad that they said that, you know. Man, I really hope that kind of implies that Peter Parker is going to be a big part of the MCU moving forward for the next 10 years or whatever. I really hope that's what they're saying with that because I don't know. I'm really happy with Tom Holland Spider-Man stuff, so I really hope that means more than just him being, you know, just Spider-Man.
To step up or not?
I gotta get you guys out of here. Get on the jet. Who are you? I work with Spider-Man.
You work for Spider-Man?
I work with Spider-Man, not for Spider-Man. New plan.
Nice. Awesome. I really like that trailer. I really did. I'm really excited for Far From Home. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited for this movie. Yeah, I don't know. It looks awesome. It looks. Oh crap! I just lost my screen again. It looks really awesome. It really does. I like the fact that Happy is a lot more prevalent in this trailer. That kind of, I'm excited for him kind of being a bigger part in the movie. That's awesome. That's really cool. And yeah, That's awesome. That's really awesome. I really enjoyed the trailer a lot. The thing is that this movie is actually the end of Phase 3. It's actually not Endgame that's the end of Phase 3. This is the one that's actually the end. So it'll be interesting to see how this movie deals with the fallout of what happens in Avengers Endgame. They already kind of showed that they are going to be dealing with some of that stuff, like the death of Tony Stark and stuff. Man, that's going to be really emotional, really powerful stuff. It'll be really cool seeing how they deal with that, like how Peter Parker deals with that and stuff. So I'm really interested to see how they deal with that. I'm glad that Happy's back in the trailer or in the movie and stuff. That's really awesome. It looks like he's going to have a pretty big part. It looks like he's kind of taken on kind of the role of mentorship almost, which is really, really awesome. Nick Fury's coming back, which is always great. It's always awesome seeing Nick Fury. So that's great. I'm super excited for Mysterio. I'm actually... it looks like he's not going to be as much of a villain. It looks like, if anything, he might be more like an anti-hero or something maybe, which is kind of an interesting take. But that's cool. I like the fact that Jake Gyllenhaal is going to be kind of a big part in this movie. I'm just like curious who the actual villain is going to be, because they showed like the different elemental creatures and stuff, which is interesting. But I feel like that there must be some sort of central villain or something. Maybe that's going to be Jake Gyllenhaal. Maybe by the end of the movie, Mysterio will be kind of like the main villain somehow or something through a twist. Not entirely sure about that. But anyway, those are kind of my thoughts about the trailer. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let's see what you guys are saying here. So his costume is black now. That's like the stealth Spider-Man costume or something like that. Yes, Spider-Man, honestly, either Spider-Man or Black Panther should be the face of the MCU, not Captain Marvel. They both have earned it way more. I feel like they are more accepted, more beloved characters. And yeah, I don't know. I think that one of those two should have been the face of the MCU, not Captain Marvel. Come on. Let's see. It's Spider-Noir's suit, I think. I think it's technically his stealth suit, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. How about Captain Marvel as the face of the MCU? Sorry, unavailable. Yes. I know. Like, how are they going to explain that now moving forward with every movie? Like, are they going to be like in every movie? Hey, can we get Captain Marvel to help us? Sorry, she's unavailable. Like, okay, but she's like the most powerful being in the universe now, apparently, or something. So why can't she help us out? You know? I don't know. Hey, Cupcake Geek, welcome to the stream. Technically, Spider-Man Far From Home is the end of Phase 3. I think it was was it Kevin Feige that said that? Let me see if I can find the quote where he said that. Spider-Man Far From Home. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, this was announced not very long ago. Let me see if I can find the quote here from Feige would not speak. Let's see here. The upcoming Spider-Man Far From Home, set for release this July, is actually the final installment of Phase 3, which began with Captain America Civil War in 2016, and has included such beloved MCU entries as Black Panther and Thor Ragnarok. Feige would not speak on the matter outside of responding to a Far From Home question by saying, Spider-Man Far From Home is the end of the third phase. So, yeah, Far From Home is technically the end of Phase 3, not Avengers Endgame, which is interesting. And I think they kind of did that to kind of add a little bit more fallout of what happens with Endgame, which is cool. I think that's awesome. Let's see. Spider-Man's like the new Tony Stark. He should be the new face of it too, with other Avengers, of course. Yeah, I'd be down with that. The only thing is, I really don't know. I mean, they have a hard time. They have a really hard time keeping Tom Holland from giving spoilers away. I wonder if that's kind of a reason why Tom Holland because for a while there they were talking about Tom Holland or like Spider-Man being the new face of the MCU. This was back in like 2017. It's kind of when they were talking about that. But now suddenly it's Captain Marvel, and I'm wondering if they did that because Tom Holland just can't keep his mouth shut when he does interviews. I wonder if they kind of, because of that, they're like, we can't really have this kid being the new face of the MCU because he always gives away spoilers. I wonder if that might have something to do with it. Let's see. I don't think they're trying to set her up as the face of the MCU anymore. Captain Marvel was said to be unavailable in this trailer, and her next movie will most likely be in 2021. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm hoping, but until we actually get something about that from Marvel or something, I don't know. I wonder how big of a part she's going to play in the MCU moving forward. Maybe, I mean, I hope that that's true. I really hope that that's true, Cupcake Geek. I really do. But I don't know. Everything that they've been saying, even Kevin Feige still just thinks that Brie Larson is like the greatest thing on planet Earth. So, until we actually see what happens with the MCU moving forward, it sounds like she's going to be the face of the MCU, but we'll just have to wait and see. Lennon, thank you for stopping by. I still think it's dumb that they let Tony Stark die when they both had the Soul Stone and the Reality Stone. I don't know, because like I kind of understand because that was like he wasn't dusted, he actually like died from that, so I can kind of see why they did that. Like the people who actually died from natural causes that were outside of being dusted have to remain dead, and I kind of get it from that perspective. Like, even like, why didn't they bring back like some of the other characters that died, like what's his name, Heimdall and Loki and things like that? Why did they have to stay dead too? And that's just because they weren't dusted. Like, the snap brought back the characters who were dusted, but it didn't bring back anybody else outside of that who died from other causes. No, we'll be getting more Spider-Man movies for sure. We'll be getting quite a few. I think Tom Holland has a 6-movie contract, if I'm not mistaken. So that'll be at least 3 Spider-Man films. And then obviously he was in Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. So we'll be getting at least one more Spider-Man film after this one. And, I kind of have a feeling that they'll probably renew his contract as well.